Hello, my name is Chris and today I've got a question for you. Did you start this year full of great intentions about things you were going to change, things you were going to achieve? Did you start the year ready to quit smoking or to lose a load of weight or to earn $1 million, and now we're 6 weeks down the line and you didn't do any of those things? You didn't lose weight, you didn't quit smoking, you didn't earn $1 million. Maybe you started to. Maybe you set a New Year's resolution to quit smoking and you put the cigarettes down and you picked them back up. Or you made it your New Year's resolution to lose weight, you put the junk food down but then you picked it back up. Does that sound familiar? If so, I've got some good news for you. You are not alone. All kinds of research has been done which suggests that 80% of people who set a New Year's resolution for themselves ultimately give up on that New Year's resolution by the second week in February. Now, if you're paying attention at home, that's this week. But look, we do not need to panic. If you are in the 20% who set a New Year's resolution 6 weeks ago and you're still hanging in there but you're struggling, you're like, oh my god, I don't know how much longer I can do this, don't worry, we're going to get you through it. If you are in the 80% of people who set a New Year's resolution and have since given up on that resolution, then the first thing we need to do is stop for a moment, because I need to reach through the screen, take that big stick out of your hand, because it is time for you to stop beating yourself up. Men far wiser and women far wiser than I have always said you only fail when you stop trying. And you have not yet stopped trying because for whatever reason you found this video. It is going to be okay. You can get back on that horse and you can try again. And today I'm going to suggest a few things that might just help you do that. I'm going to talk about why New Year's resolutions fail, what we can do to kickstart them and to make sure that you hang on to yours. Are you ready? Well, let's go do it. You may already be familiar with a man by the name of Tony Robbins, who's a famous life coach, speaker, author. He wrote a really good book called Unlimited Power that I suggest everybody read. He said that the main reason most people give up on their New Year's resolutions is because those New Year's resolutions tend to be things they desire, nice fun things, things they wish for, and not things that will actually produce results. I'm reminded of the phrase, don't wish for it, work for it. It is the difference between saying, I'd like to lose weight and I'm going to lose 10 pounds, here's how I'm going to do it. It is the difference between saying, I'd like to stop smoking and I am going to stay smoke free this month and here's what's going to help me. It is the difference between saying, I'm going to be richer and I'm going to earn £10,000 more this year than I did last year. This is my action plan. Don't wish for it, work for it. That's what we're going to talk about today, about turning dreams, fantasies, ideas, things that would be nice into actionable goals that produce results. It's about being specific. Like I said, let's say your New Year's resolution was to lose weight. Saying, I'd like to lose weight, I'd like to look good. What does looking good look like to you? What does losing weight look like to you? For me, it was fitting into clothes that no longer fit me when I started going back to the gym and stuff. When I quit smoking, it wasn't just it'd be nice to quit smoking, it was I'm in seriously poor health, I am going to become healthy, and it starts with quitting smoking. I'm going to stay smoke free for a week, then I'm going to stay smoke free for 2 weeks, then a month, and onwards. It's about being as specific as you can about what you want to achieve. Eliminate all kinds of vagueness. It's about creating a good mental picture in your head of what it is going to look like when you have achieved this goal. What difference is it going to make in your life? Again, if it's about quitting smoking, you might want to start thinking about how you'll look, how you'll feel, how you'll act when you're not a slave to the cigarettes every day. If it's about losing weight, you might think about yourself on the beach with the top off, if you're a bloke, or in a bikini if you're a girl. Looking good, feeling good, attracting admiration, whatever it may be. When I've set goals for myself, I like to create a very clear picture in my head of what that is going to look like when I've achieved it. This is important for two reasons. I know exactly what I'm working towards. I'm working on some health goals at the moment. So I know exactly, in my head, when I will know when I've achieved this goal, because I know exactly what achieving this goal looks like to me. If your goal is to get richer, it's about having that figure in mind. How much more money am I going to make, and what is my life going to be like? So I will know ultimately when I've achieved my goal. And when I've achieved one goal, I can start achieving many more. But there is a bigger and more important reason to have this clear picture in your head. It needs to be bright, it needs to be big, it needs to be something that you're going to get excited about. When you think about how you're going to be when you've quit smoking, it needs to be something that, yes, I'm going to be smoke free, I'm going to go outside and breathe loads of fresh air, I'm going to have loads more money because I'm not spending it on cigarettes, I'm going to comment on Chris's videos and tell him how great I've done. It needs to be something that excites you, because there are going to be times when you are going to be challenged, when things are going to get tough, and you're going to need something to keep yourself going. As I said, I'm working on some health goals at the moment. When I'm finished recording this video, I'm going to go and get on my mountain bike, cycle to the gym, do some exercise, cycle back. I've got to be honest, today's not the perfect day for it. I've worked hard this week, I'm a little bit tired. It is pouring down with rain outside, I'm in no mood for riding my bike in the rain. It'd be so easy to say, look, I'm just going to sit on my sofa and read, or talk to my friends on YouTube. But I've got this image in my mind about how I'm going to look, what my life will be like when I've achieved my health goals. That gets me excited. Yes, I want that. I want it so bad, I'm prepared to do anything, even riding my mountain bike in the rain to get it. I've got that sense of, yes, this is what I want. I want to be passionate. No, I am passionate about what I want to be, and I'm prepared to put the action in. Don't wish for it, work for it. So far, we have covered two very important points. We've covered the what and we've covered the why. The what is the very precise thing that we are going to achieve. Not vague statements about becoming healthier or losing a vague amount of weight. Precise action, precise goals that we can work on, such as I am going to lose 10 pounds. I am going to not smoke till the end of the week. I'm going to earn £5,000 more this year than I did last year. The why is that big, bright, beautiful image in our head of why? Because this is what is in store for me if I achieve this goal. If my goal is to lose 10 pounds, I'm going to do that because I want to get on the beach with my top off and be like, yeah. You know, if my goal is to quit smoking, it's because I'm going to get up in the morning full of fresh air and enjoy my life and have more money in my pocket. That's the why. Now we need to figure out the how. And again, this needs to be as precise as possible. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. Okay, how? Well, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week. Great. So where do we need to start? We need to start with researching gyms, finding one local to us, one we can afford. The next actionable step might be then to phone up the gym to book an appointment. The next actionable step then might be to go to the induction. For me, when I quit smoking, I had to have a plan of action, and it started with the first actionable step that I need to take, that I can take right now, is to phone my doctor and book an appointment. The next actionable step is to go to the doctor to tell them I want to quit smoking now and I want some help. Then it's to, like I use Champix, so go and pick up my prescription for Champix. Go and pick up a book, Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking. I wrote a review of that, so I didn't write it, I recorded a review of that you can watch. I'll put a little banner up there so you can click it, watch that if you want. If your goal is to make more money, it might start with getting a piece of paper down and jotting down business ideas, I don't know. Precise, actionable steps. Make those steps so small that you could literally finish watching this video and go and take one step. Like I said, for me, the next step is to finish this video, to go and put my gym kit on and cycle to the gym. Hopefully it will stop raining by then. I don't think so. What really helps me with planning is to think about where I need to be, the precise, specific result I want to achieve, where I am now, and what resources I need to get me there. So, do I need gym clothes, a mountain bike? Do I need books, a camera, a laptop computer? If I have those, great. If I don't have those, my first actionable steps are getting the resources that I need. Then I put deadlines on everything. My big goal and my actionable steps, because this prompts me to take action. It's all well and good me saying I'd like to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. Yeah, but when? I'm going to call the doctor and make an appointment to get help with quitting smoking. Great, when? I could just sit on my arse and do nothing for weeks, all the while knowing, look, I've wrote it down that I'm going to do this, so I'll do it eventually. I need to put a timeline on things. And I find it incredibly helpful to break my goals, bigger goals, down into smaller and smaller goals with smaller deadlines. Let's say my goal is to lose 50 pounds. You ain't gonna finish watching this video, go to the gym once and lose 50 pounds. But you know what you can do? You can finish watching this video, go to the gym, and then do the same tomorrow and lose a couple of pounds by the end of this week. So that becomes a target. Lose a few pounds this week, then lose a few pounds next week. Before you know it, you'll have reached that 50 pound milestone. If your goal is to quit smoking forever, have you ever tried quitting smoking forever? It is a long time. But you know what's easier? Quitting smoking for a day, quitting smoking for a week. Making the next actionable step being to get Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking and reading it. So I might say, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds in 6 months' time. I'm not very good with maths, so let's say, okay, I'm going to start with, I'm going to lose 10 pounds by the end of this month. There are 4 weeks in this month, so I'm going to lose 2.5 pounds this week, and then next week. Focusing on losing that 2.5 pounds is much easier and much less daunting and much more achievable than losing 50 pounds. I'll worry about 50 pounds when I get to it. Eventually I'll get there because I'm taking small, actionable, precise results. The last thing that I need to do to ensure that these vague, wishful ideas turn into results for me is review my progress regularly. so that I know, like, okay, so my goal is to quit smoking for a month. I'm 3 days in, how am I doing? Great, okay, keep doing what I'm doing. I'm 3 days in and I just smoked a cigarette, or I smoked a cigarette yesterday. Okay, so clearly something isn't working. What do I need to change? It is my goal to lose 50 pounds. I'm a week since I started. Where am I at? If I'm doing great, carry on. If I'm not doing so great, if I put on weight or I'm just not losing it, clearly I'm not doing something that I need to be doing, or something isn't working. So what do I need to change? And how can I make those changes? All these things together help us turn these wishful, fun, vague desires that we have when we set our New Year's resolutions into actionable, let me say that again, actionable goals that produce results, whatever that result may be for you. I do hope you get that result. I hope that you are in the 20% that hasn't yet given up on your New Year's resolution. If you are in the 80%, don't worry. Put the big stick down, stop beating yourself up, turn this video off, go and take action. Don't wish for it, work for it. That's all I've got to say for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, a little like down the bottom would be appreciated. Please do share it with your friends. Subscribe for more videos on quitting smoking, achieving goals, whatever they may be, dealing with addiction, things like that. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye.